It was one of those rare nights where it felt like the universe had chosen to tilt the cosmos slightly in my favor. The kind of evening that shifts the direction of your life forever. That was the night I met Priya. Not in some over-the-top, cosmic soulmate fairy tale kind of way, though looking back, the irony's hard to ignore, but more like fate had pressed pause and whispered, "Pay attention." We both arrived early at this rooftop poetry night in Delhi, a whimsical gathering under the stars. She stood near the edge, wine in hand, book cradled like an old friend, and something about her stillness pulled me in. There was an old world poise about her, effortless and serene. We started talking, and that single evening unfolded into regular phone calls, weekend visits, and, after 2 years, an engagement. I'd never been one for grand notions like destiny. I believed in effort, in making choices with care and honesty. But with Priya, something made me waver. I almost started to believe in fate. She was deeply spiritual, grounded in meditation, and immersed in tradition. Astrology was her compass, passed down through her conservative upbringing. I found it charming at first, quirky, even beautiful. When my emails acted up, she'd blame Mercury retrograde. Date nights were chosen based on lunar phases. I played along with a smile. Our love was untouched by it, or so I thought. I never imagined the stars would become a storm cloud over our future. When I proposed, I chose the banyan tree where we once watched the sunset in warm silence. She cried. I cried. She said yes. And in that one moment, I believed life had finally steadied. We dove headfirst into wedding plans. The excitement was contagious. Friends, family, everyone was buzzing, and I felt like I was floating in some endless dream. Then she said it. "I'll need to take our birth charts to my astrologer to find the most auspicious wedding date." I laughed lightly, nodded, and replied, "Sure, whatever you need." I didn't think it meant anything, but that casual agreement, that moment, was where the cracks began. 2 weeks passed, and her energy shifted. She grew quieter, restless. When I asked her what was wrong, she finally confessed. "Pandit Aaron says our horoscopes don't align. There's Mangal dosha in your chart." I stared at her, bewildered. "So?" She looked torn. "It means potentially troubled marriage, maybe divorce, or even death." She struggled with her words. "He believes, maybe, maybe I shouldn't marry you." I laughed nervously, certain this was a joke. "You're not serious, are you?" Her voice dropped to a whisper. "I don't want to believe it either, but my parents care about this deeply. And so do I." It felt like the ground had shifted beneath me. "Priya, we've been together for 2 years. You're telling me someone who has never even seen me, using the time I was born, gets to dictate our future? It's not that black and white. But maybe it is." That night she cried in my arms, torn between devotion and fear. She said her heart wanted me, but her soul feared the consequences. I asked what we could do. She mentioned ceremonies, remedies for the dosha. I said yes to everything, because I loved her more than logic. So began my journey into a world of rituals and chants, where I twisted myself into yoga poses that left my body aching, memorized mantras I didn't understand, dressed in specific colors to balance my aura, and fasted with faith I never knew I had. Friends mocked me. Colleagues joked. I didn't care. I was ready to walk through fire, literally, if that's what it took to keep her. And for a brief time, things seemed normal again. Her smile returned. We picked a wedding date. Invitations were underway, My mom bought her the perfect sari. My sister wrote her speech with happy tears. Then slowly, she drifted again. She stopped replying to texts in real time, canceled plans. Phone calls grew sparse. She said she was exhausted, overworked. But my gut knew something was wrong. So I showed up at her door one evening with her favorite biryani. When she opened it, she looked startled, not with joy, but dread. Inside, sitting casually on her couch, was a man, older than me, calm. He wore a Rudraksha bracelet, the kind I'd seen on our family astrologer. "Who's this?" I asked, masking the tremble in my voice. "This is Arvind," she said. "My parents introduced us, just to see." My chest tightened. "While we're engaged?" Her face turned pale. His chart and mine, they're perfectly aligned. No dosha, no risks. I let the food fall from my hands. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just walked away, feeling the weight of 2 years collapse on my shoulders. I didn't sleep for days. My thoughts spun in wild, dizzying circles. Was I not enough? Was it all meaningless? Just some celestial math problem? I tried reaching her. Messages, calls. She kept saying, "I'm confused. Please give me time." Then, 10 days before our wedding, she called. Her voice was hollow. "I've decided to cancel the wedding. I'm sorry." "Why?" "My astrologer said the stars still don't align. I'm to reconsider." I laughed, a sharp, bitter sound. "So after everything, after us, you're letting a stranger with a chart dictate our lives?" "I did love you," she said, "but some things are bigger than love." "No," I whispered. "That's not truth. That's fear." She didn't respond. The line went dead. The wedding was canceled, invitations torn, guests called. My mother sobbed. My father offered a soft pat on the back and said, "At least you found out now." But I didn't feel lucky. I felt gutted. Later, I heard she got engaged to Arvind within a month. Their charts? Perfectly matched, like puzzle pieces from the same sky. They met at a temple near Rishikesh. I saw the photos. She wore gold, radiant, smiling like she hadn't just shattered someone else's world. I unraveled. My confidence, my sense of self, gone. I questioned everything. Was I merely a temporary placeholder until someone more compatible arrived? I started therapy. Slowly, it helped. I began writing again. I embraced silence. I ran. I meditated. I took a job overseas. I had to escape the city that echoed her name. Piece by piece, not without scars, I rebuilt myself. Nearly a year later, she messaged me. Just a line. "Can we talk?" I paused, then agreed. We met at a park. She looked older, worn down. Her eyes no longer held light. "I had to see you," she said. I stayed quiet. I made mistakes. I listened to fear, not to love. "It's too late," I replied. "I know. He's not you. My marriage is stable. But I feel numb." "That's what happens," I told her, "when you pick certainty over the heartbeat of love." She wept. I didn't hold her. I had nothing left to give. Walking away, I didn't feel triumphant, just freed. The story was finally over. People ask if I still believe in love. I do. But not the kind ruled by stars and signs. I believe in love that chooses every day, no matter the thunder. Our stars weren't aligned, but at least now, I no longer orbit a liar's galaxy. The end